Welcome to another TOEFL Listening Practice video. In this video, you will listen to a lecture, answer some questions about it, review the correct answers and explanations. Don't forget to subscribe for more TOEFL listening practice.
Good morning, everyone. Today we will explore an increasingly relevant topic, understanding natural remedies and their scientific basis. The trend of using herbal medicine and natural remedies is on the rise, as many individuals seek alternatives to conventional pharmaceuticals. This lecture will delve into the efficacy of these remedies, the scientific evidence supporting their use, and the implications of integrating them into modern healthcare practices. One significant element contributing to the growing interest in natural remedies is the widespread discontent with the traditional healthcare system. Many patients report dissatisfaction with pharmaceutical treatments, often citing side effects, high costs, and concerns about long-term dependency on medications. This has led to a renewed interest in natural alternatives, which are often perceived as safer and more holistic. Moreover, the digital age has enabled easier access to information about herbal medicine. Social media, blogs, and online forums allow individuals to share personal experiences and findings, further fueling curiosity. The cultural shift toward wellness and prevention, particularly in the context of chronic diseases, plays a vital role as well. More people are inclined to explore ways to enhance their well-being and prevent illness, prompting them to consider natural remedies. Additionally, the rise of integrative medicine, combining conventional and alternative practices, reflects a broader acceptance of natural remedies within the medical community. Some healthcare practitioners are now recommending specific herbal treatments alongside traditional therapies, acknowledging their potential benefits when used appropriately. While some natural remedies have demonstrated tangible benefits, it is essential to approach this topic with a critical lens. For instance, studies have indicated that ginger can alleviate nausea, particularly in pregnant women and patients undergoing chemotherapy. Likewise, St. John's wort has been shown to be effective for mild to moderate depression, with some research suggesting it may be as effective as standard antidepressants. However, the efficacy of natural remedies is not uniform. The same herb can have varied effects based on factors such as individual health conditions, the preparation method, and the dosage. This variability raises questions about standardization. Unlike pharmaceutical drugs, which undergo rigorous testing to determine their safety and efficacy, many herbal products lack such validation. This inconsistency can lead to unpredictable results, complicating the decision-making process for both consumers and healthcare providers. Moreover, the interaction of natural remedies with prescription medications is a growing concern. For example, certain herbs can amplify or diminish the effects of medications, leading to potentially dangerous consequences. Therefore, it is crucial for consumers to consult healthcare professionals before integrating these remedies into their treatment plans. The advancement of research in this area has led to a more nuanced understanding of how these remedies work. For instance, the bioactive compounds in plants are being studied for their pharmacological properties. The process of isolating these compounds can provide insights into their mechanisms of action, paving the way for potential therapeutic applications. Organizations like the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health are at the forefront of this research, conducting systematic reviews and clinical trials to evaluate the safety and effectiveness of various herbal treatments. One notable study investigated the effects of garlic on cardiovascular health, finding that it can help reduce cholesterol levels and lower blood pressure in certain populations. Despite these promising findings, the body of evidence remains heterogeneous. Some studies yield inconclusive results or highlight the need for further research. As such, while it is essential to remain open-minded about the potential benefits of natural remedies, it is equally important to maintain a critical approach toward the available evidence. In conclusion, the growing interest in natural remedies reflects a broader cultural shift towards preventive health care and a desire for holistic treatment options. While there is a wealth of anecdotal evidence and some scientific backing for the efficacy of certain natural remedies, the variability in individual responses and the lack of standardization highlight the need for caution. As research progresses, it is vital to integrate evidence-based practices into our understanding of natural remedies, ensuring that consumers can make informed choices about their health.
One. How does the lecture suggest the growing interest in natural remedies might reshape our understanding of healthcare practices? 2. In what ways does the speaker connect social media to the evolving landscape of health information and public perceptions regarding natural remedies? 3. What are the risks associated with natural remedies as mentioned in the lecture, and how do these compare to the known risks of conventional pharmaceuticals? 4. What does the speaker imply about the relationship between individual health conditions and the efficacy of natural remedies? 5. How does the speaker's attitude towards the integration of natural remedies into mainstream healthcare reflect broader trends in patient care? 6. How do the mentions of research organizations throughout the lecture reinforce the speaker's argument regarding the credibility and necessity of scientific validation in natural remedies?